Hello and welcome to this Libra New Moon Community Ceremony recording. My name is Judy Keating of Wise Transformation, and thank you for listening to this recording and tuning in to the Libra New Moon for yourself so that you can take right action at this time. I work with Bonnie Salomon of Wise Transformation LLC. We are two women intent on bringing elemental wisdom and feminine magic back into everyday life. Our program today is going to tell you about some exciting upcoming events. I'll call in Sacred Space. We'll talk about the timing and give you ceremonial guidance with the Elemental Forces of Creation Oracle created by Lisa Michaels. And this recording will take about 50 minutes. Because it is a recording, if on any of the prompts you need to stop the recording to finish your journaling, please do. And I look forward to having you comment and like the video if you so choose. So the first event I want to tell you about, we've been hinting about an event on January 29th and 30th, 2022. This is a working title, Living the New Earth Blueprint, Women Sovereign 2022. And we'll have full details coming soon. There's going to be some great guest facilitators in this two-day event. If you missed the Galactic Gathering of Wise Women, this is your chance to potentially see many of the highlighted speakers at that event. They'll be coming to us in January with new information about women being sovereign, in addition to some of the same information that they shared. So it's a win-win. We do hope that you will join us, and there will be full details coming soon. I think I missed a slide there. Yes, I did want to let you know that I'm starting a new Priestess Circle on 2/2/22. This is the path of the 21st century priestess. The archetype of priestess is so needed today, and it's an archetype that isn't talked about in our society, but women that can hold space and do ceremony and connect to the world and connect to humanity are so needed. So if this is of interest to you, just mark your calendar for 2/2/22. And you can go to wisetransformation.com for details. So when we have a new moon, the sun and the moon are aligned in the same archetype. And usually at a new moon, it's the start of the growing phase, and it gives you a boost of energy. So we're having both a Libra sun and a Libra new moon. And Libra is an air sign, and it creates the seventh gate of awareness through which I teach the importance of balanced relationships. I have the capacity to see things from all sides, honor each person's point of view, balance opposites, consider options, and mediate well. I create safe space for all the gates of awareness to be valued. My cooperative social skills make me a good partner, hostess, and companion. Relationship is my spiritual path. So if you have Libra in your chart, you may be familiar with that. And if you don't, just know that the sun and the moon are supporting you in having relationship as a spiritual path at this time. Libra loves connecting and working with others, likes to partner up on projects and in life. Libra enjoys making others feel welcome and being the host for events. Libra can hold space for a person's individuality so that everyone has a seat at the table. This archetype is extremely important for mediation and conflict negotiations, and certainly in our world, we need more of the mediation energy. And they help others to find ways to work together. So the first question, as you consider what you want to work on in this next 2-week window with the new moon and sun and moon in Libra, and we're still in Mercury retrograde. So what needs the most allowing and acceptance right now? That could be a great thing for you to work on. And if that question doesn't resonate with you, no worries. Just take this next few minutes to journal with what you want to work on in this new moon in Libra. So I'll put some music on for you to do that. Again, if you need more time, you can pause here. Because you do want to have whatever it is that you most want to focus on in this new moon window. And as I said, we use Lisa Michaels' Elemental Forces of Creation Oracle as a guide because many people in our community have the deck. So I draw cards for each of the elements and spirit for the collective. And for Earth, I drew honoring cycles. And because Libra is all about balance, and balance isn't a stasis thing. It shifts and changes. But one question to consider, and if this relates to what you want to work on, great. If it doesn't, you can come up with your own prompt. You can draw one of the cards from the deck yourself. But the question I came up with for today was, what does your body need to be balanced, since it's the physical realm? What does your body need to be balanced? Again, if you want to keep working with Earth, you can just pause the recording. For water, I got, where am I out of balance in giving and receiving? And the card that I pulled for the collective was nourishment for water. Where am I out of balance in giving and receiving? That's a prompt for you to work with if it aligns with for you. But you do want to tap into the emotional realm or ask water for guidance around whatever you're working on if that question doesn't hold true for you today. Now that we've gotten some information from earth and from water, we're going to move on to the air realm. I pulled peace as the air card. And are there any beliefs that are hindering your progress? Is the question from air. Could be in any area. Are there any beliefs that are hindering your progress? I got some good air information. I hope you did too. Now I'm going to move on to fire. And I pulled the warmth card for fire. So warmth can be like the sun, or it can be warmth on the inner for our ideas, or warming up any part of ourselves that needs a little support. So because we're in Mercury retrograde, I wanted to remind you of that in the action realm and say, what can I complete and free up more energy for what is new? Because this is a new moon, but also with Mercury being retrograde, completion is also a great thing to focus on. So in the action realm, what can I complete and free up more energy for what is new? As the elements come together, we turn towards spirit. And I pulled for the collective the card as within, so without. And I thought a very broad question would be helpful. What do I need Spirit's help with at this time? What do you need Spirit's help with at this time? Good question to consider in this open time of Mercury retrograde in Libra. Moon and Sun. And I did pull as within, so without from the Spirit part of the deck with the collective. If you're drawing your own cards, just pay attention to that. But I did want to speak into the fact that I pulled as within, so without the Spirit. So if you need any more time before we move on to our unified field prompt, just stop the recording. But as you look back over the answers you got from Earth, Water, Air, Fire, and Spirit in regard to what you're going to work on for this new moon in Libra, what is the unified field message? How does it all pull together to give you guidance in this new moon window? great thing about having a recording is you can take your time. So if you need more time, just pause the recording. So great to be with you. And just so appreciate people taking time with these calls. We're going to close our sacred space for now. I invite you, after listening to the recording, to be sure to ground yourself, go outside, take a walk, drink some water, dance if you want to. But we have such gratitude here at Wise Transformation for all of you that take time to reflect at the new and full moons and at the wheel points. And I just wish you the best new moon window. And I look forward to being with you live next time. And our next call is going to be in our Aries full moon window, and that'll be October 19th at 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And that might be the last call in Eastern Daylight Time this year. We will be moving the clocks in November. So I look forward to seeing you at our next call. Thank you for taking time to reflect in this time of relationship. And I wish you many blessings.